Hey, it's Kyle here, and I felt like doing a little highlight of some nonfiction books. I don't do that a ton on this channel, but I really kind of wanted to highlight a certain author that I've really enjoyed his works, and that is Jonathan Clements. I've read two of his books, The Vikings, The Last Pagans, or The First Modern Europeans, and A Brief History of Kublai Khan, Lord of Xanadu, Emperor of China. Uh, these are both very entertaining books. Basically, I came about them both the same way. I kind of was wanting to read just a kind of a general history of the Vikings, and then later kind of a general history of kind of Kublai Khan, for a variety of reasons. Like the Vikings was just on my mind because I'm a huge fan of the show The Vikings, so it kind of got me in the mood to kind of read something about the Vikings. And Kublai Khan, I believe that book actually, I was actually at the time thinking about reading something on just the Mongols in general. I'd read some stuff on Genghis Khan, but never really anything that was an overarching thing on the Mongols, and and overall. And when I was kind of doing research about that, I kind of found this book and it sounded interesting, so I decided to get it. And it was really only after I believe I read The Vikings first. It was only after I got this book that I realized it was actually by the same author. When I went to put it in my bookshelf, I was like, oh, I've read a book by this guy. What I really enjoy about Jonathan Clements' books is that he tackles these topics that cover a huge range of time. He's able to break them down into relatively short books. Both these books are around 250 pages or so. So, it's huge topics, breaks down to a fairly short book, but at the same time, it doesn't really feel like he's skipping a lot. I've read some short kind of nonfiction books in the past. When you read them, I feel like, God, they've cut out a ton of info. I feel like I really did get a whole lot out of it. These books, you really feel like, oh, I got a pretty good overview. Obviously, it can go into more detail, but you feel like you came away knowing a good amount about the subject. So if you're kind of looking for a kind of an intro into some historical topics, I'd strongly encourage you to check Jonathan Clements out. He's actually written several books, and let me see here. Well, I should say there's several books that are kind of like a brief history of. He's done several of them, but there's a variety of topics by a variety of authors. In fact, here's a listing of them. Just happens the two that I've read were both by Jonathan Clements. So I'd encourage you, if you're kind of interested in history, to check out these series of books, A Brief History of, and I think you'll really enjoy them. So I enjoyed these two. Go out and find some of your own and enjoy them, because I'm a big fan of history, and I'm firmly in that camp that I believe the more we know about the history, the better our future will be. So go out there and become history nerds like me. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you the next time.